it's Jessie V. So guys, I had no idea that I would be telling you this story today because it literally just happened this past weekend. See, like I told you, I could never run out of story times because things keep happening to me. And do you like how I dramatically wrote "gone wrong" in capital letters? I seem to do that for some of my titles, don't I? I mean, it's the truth though. The night definitely went wrong. It didn't go as we expected it to. By the way, do you like this background? It's actually not new. I used this background probably, I don't even know, back in the fall? I can't remember, but this is kind of a placeholder right now because I'm waiting for my new backgrounds to come in the mail. So I'm just gonna have this one up until I receive my new ones, so just bear with me. So on Friday nights, my parents always go out on a date night. It's usually out to dinner and then they will come home afterwards and watch movies with popcorn. It's really cute actually. But sometimes when I have nothing else to do on a Friday night, I will want to join them. Yes, I crash their date and embrace the role of a third wheel. I am aware of that. It's because I'm such a great daughter. No, I mean, I honestly do like going out for a night with my parents. Not sure if they feel the same way because I never really ask. I just jump into the car when they're going out for dinner and they don't really ask me any questions about it. Jessie V, the best third wheel ever. Call me if you ever want me to intrude on your date. So whenever my parents go out, they go to the exact same restaurant every single time. I mean, it's a really great family restaurant and it has really great food. I'm not gonna name the place though, just to keep their privacy. So anyways, that is where we ended up going. We parked our cars and as we were walking up to the doors, we see these three guys walking just slightly ahead of us. And we noticed something odd because they were stumbling everywhere. They could not keep their balance or walk in a straight line whatsoever. Let's just say that they were clearly very, very drunk. One of the guys actually tripped and fell right into the garden, just face first into the daffodils. And what I want to know is, why would someone want to go to a family restaurant when they are obviously very, very intoxicated? Like to the point where their face is in the dirt, hugging the rose bushes. Where is the logic in that? Do they just enjoy embarrassing themselves or... But then again, they were very drunk, so I guess logic does not exist to them at that point. So we head inside and our waitress sits us down at a table. And because I am just so lucky, these stupidly intoxicated guys sit right behind me. Like directly behind me. Their chairs are against my chair. The smell of vodka and armpit was just radiating off of them and right into my nostril canals. Nostril canals? That's a new one. So we start off by ordering the spinach dip because we absolutely love having that as an appetizer. It's so good. And the guys behind us proceed to get very, very tall glasses of beer because when you're already intoxicated to the point of almost passing out, get another beer, right? So I kid you not even 5 minutes after they were served their drinks, one of the guys goes to pick it up, completely misses, and knocks it over. And guess where half of the beer goes? All over my jeans. Looked like I peed myself. And the rest of it soaks all of the menus and goes all over the floor. Because I mean, these were huge glasses of beer. And because they were all so completely gone in their brains, they didn't even realize what happened. So I did not receive one apology, not one. And the poor waitress is just like wiping up the lake of beer on the floor. The guys aren't even helping. They're just like laughing and like, they don't even know. They just keep chanting for more beer. Go to a bar if you want to get obliterated. Why are you at a family restaurant right now? And it's seriously getting so difficult to even talk to my parents because these guys are yelling and screaming and jumping up and down. They're just so loud and obnoxious. And one of the guys that was directly behind my seat kept getting up to go use the washroom, but whenever he had to get out of his seat, I had to stand up and tuck in my chair so he can get through, which started to get very annoying when he was doing this every 10 minutes. I felt like I was playing musical chairs or something, and every time I had to stand up and tuck in my chair, he would look at me like,
"Sorry that you have to move your chair for me because I'm so fat. Why don't you just stop judging me? It's not my fault that I'm fat."
It was more like he slurred those words. Meanwhile, he wasn't fat at all. The reason why I was giving him looks of anger was because I didn't expect my dinner to be standing up and down the entire night. So this is where things get really bad. My parents and I are eating our dinner. I got some really yummy chicken parmesan. When all of a sudden we hear this huge, really loud crash. It is so loud that everybody everybody in the restaurant goes completely silent. In fact, there were a few people who let out like a little scream of shock. And what do you know? I looked behind me to see that these guys had completely destroyed their table. Like, they knocked the table completely over so the drinks and the plates fell off, broke all over the floor. Like, somehow even the legs of the table were detached. It looked like an elephant sat on everything. I really should have taken a picture of this for you guys, but when you're so angry and in the moment of seeing this, you just don't think about that. But yeah, these guys were just sitting in a heap of broken table on the floor. Their onion rings were soaked in beer and just mushed on the tile. And there were large pieces of glass just shattered on the floor, and they were so lucky it didn't cut them. In fact, I was lucky it didn't cut me because I was this close to them. I mean, this whole thing was super dangerous. So obviously at this point, security gets involved along with the manager, and they tell the guys that they need to leave immediately because people in the restaurant were starting to get really unsettled. Barely anyone was talking anymore. It was really quiet at this point from everybody sitting at their tables, especially us being right beside them. My luck just keeps on getting better and better, guys. So two of the guys stumbled outside and left their friend to pay for everything. And it just so happened that this friend that was supposed to pay was the drunkest of them all. Drunkest? Most drunk. Grammar. So he's just holding the debit machine in his hands, unsure of what to do with it. He's like holding it up to his face like a phone, sniffing it, poking it. A waitress had to actually come up and assist him. She was like,
"Sir, this is a debit machine. This is where you pay for your food and your drinks."
and he was like, like, she literally had to find his wallet, she had to find his debit card, obviously with his permission, but he could not physically do those things. And when it came to the point where he had to put in his PIN number, he could not remember it. So like, what do you even do at that point? How does the restaurant even handle that? I am not too sure how everything turned out because my parents and I left, but before we went, the waitress like profusely apologized to us because we basically had dinner and a show, and not a very good show. But yeah, it was extremely annoying and kind of scary at the same time because these guys were so loud and violent and sloppy. Like, you just didn't know what they would do. They were pretty unpredictable, as are most drunk people. But yeah, our night went pretty wrong and didn't turn out as we expected it to. Maybe me being there on my parents' date brought on the bad luck. I don't know. Wherever I walk, I cause bad luck. But anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this story. As usual, my social media information is below, along with my vlog channel and my P.O. Box information, so check that out. And until next time, guys, bye!